Good morning, coffee family. Merry Christmas. How's everyone doing? Let me find my live chat here. Shirley, Sapphire, Mike, Misty. Good morning, everybody. Sapphire, I just want to give you a big thank you for all the lovely gifts that you sent me. And I'm going to be showing everybody what I received from my bestie, Sapphire, tonight or this evening, whatever you want to call it, around 7:30. Um, I'll be in front of the Christmas tree, and we're also going to play some Christmas trivia. And I don't have that stream set up. Also, Mike, I've not been in Discord, but if you still want to do a stream on John Benet Ramsey, we need to do it sometime this week because Christmas is what? Saturday? If you're free to do it still, let me know in Discord. Hey, Melanie, how are you doing? Oh, Sapphire, it just tickled me to death. I love those little ceramic pots. As soon as I saw those, I knew that they were antique. Wait till everybody sees them. They are so stinking cute. I love everything. I'm not going to tell y'all no more of what I got. I'm going to save it as a surprise. Um, there is one thing I wanted to show the Grinch, aka Deb, that trolled me the other day. I wanted to show her my necklace since I'm a scammer and she had a lot to say about my wish list and stuff. I wanted to show her the sloth necklace my bestie sent me. I'm sure this will just make her day. Yeah. Hold on, let me see if I can get into my Discord. Let's see. Right here it is. I took a picture. I know this will just make Deb, aka the Grinch's year. So that's why I'm sharing it. Hold on. Look, I got this yesterday in the mail. This is from Sapphire. Let's zoom in. Look at it. Yeah, my camera is reflect. I got this hung in front of like a little ornament. Look at the sloth. Isn't it so cute? Thank you so much, girl. I just love this. I had it on yesterday. I took it off last night before I went to bed. Love it. Mark's like, what is the deal with you and sloths? And I said, I don't know. I just like them. They're just so stinking cute. They're kind of in slow motion, like me. Totally unorganized little creatures. I just love them. And the cool thing about sloths is they have to hang upside down to look at you the right way. You know what I mean? If they look at you straight on, they see you upside down. It, they're just strange little creatures. I just love them. Who else is in here? Is that it? Did I miss anybody? Did I say hi to Misty? If not, I'm sorry. So I have no idea what we're going to talk about this morning. I figured we'd just chit chat, pull up the true crime, see what's going on. Hey, RNA. How are you doing, sweetie? So, guys, are y'all done Christmas shopping? At CC, did I what, Mike? See, my mind's already going. Did you figure out when we will do our stream? Oh, when are you free? Because I can do it anytime this week. Anytime. I can do it in the morning. I can do it in the evening. It's totally up to you because I know you probably have family in. I know you work. So just whenever you can do it, let me know and we will set it up. It's been 25 years, Mike. Of course, I know you know this, since John Benet's murder. Now, I saw someone else doing the John Benet case, but hey, we've had this plan since like last year to do it again. Thursday night? Okay, what time? Let me get my thing out here. Write it down. I actually have my planner here. Thursday night? Yeah, that works for me. Y'all, I'm so disappointed. Timothy is not coming for Christmas. He's mad at me, y'all. He's mad at me. I had to tell my mom something he did. I had to. And he got mad at me. He'll get over it. Let's see. Where's my pen? Here we go. December. So we're going to do it Thursday night. What time? I need to wait till after dark. It's dark here about 5:30. That way I can get my animals up and I don't have to worry about it while we're streaming. Because if I don't put them up before I do my stream, I'll be sitting there thinking about it the whole time. 5 p.m. Well, could we do 6 or 5:30? 5:30. Okay, yeah, that'll work. 5:30 will work. Because we'll probably just be on like an hour or so. That works. I can always send Mark over there to put them up. I like putting up my own animals, y'all. I'm particular. Dang, I have a preschool Christmas party Thursday night. Hopefully I'll be able to listen. Santa's coming at 5:30 for the kiddos. Oh, we never did have Santa come to school. The sloth on the Zootopia movie is hilarious. I'm catching up. Oh, I've never watched Zootopia. I don't think. Maybe Timothy and no, that was The Life of Pets we went and seen. I'm going to have to watch that movie. I love kids' movies. That's all I've been doing is watching Christmas movies. Except for those ones on Hallmark. I can't stand them lovey-dovey Christmas movies. Everybody freaking falling in love. I want to see Santa Claus, elves, You have him every year. Hey Vicky, good morning. On Diane's channel. I know some people's not big fans of Diane, but anyways, she's having the naughty Santa Claus come on her live stream, and he is hilarious. He comes on there every year. I'm gonna be watching it. Let's see. What are we gonna talk about, guys? I'm like all manic and hyper this morning, so you're gonna overlook me. It's because I'm in a good mood. I'm in a good mood. Let's see. Search continues for 3-year-old girl who vanished from playground. I really hate to do true crime around Christmas time, but we need to. I see something about Maxi Pad here. Jury deliberating on Madam Per Ghislaine Maxwell's sex traffic case. She's as good as gone. Utah college student found naked, buried in coal at alleged kidnapper's house. Oh gosh, there's a lot. There's a lot going on this morning. But let's look at the Amber Alert. Here I am, all in a good mood, talking about Christmas and all that. And here this little girl's missing. Makes me feel bad. Let's see, let me get it shared. She's 3 years old. She looks older than 3. Hold on, let me let Lady in. My ladybug. Ah! Come on, babe. Watch my cord. Come on. I got my daggone desk right in the middle. Here, I've never have fixed it. Okay, sit down, baby. Let's see. So she's from Texas. So Texas issued an Amber Alert, 3-year-old girl last seen in a playground in San Antonio on Monday. Gosh, let me see if I can say this name. Linda Sardar Kill. I guess that's how you say it. Kihl. Disappeared while in a playground at an apartment complex on the 9400 block of Fredericksburg Road, 5 p.m. Monday. Her mother reportedly told police that she momentarily, left her daughter's side at the playground and could not find her when she returned. Gosh. Investigators are reportedly treating the disappearance as a suspected abduction, though police have not identified any persons of interest. Police told KSAT that they have not yet located any witnesses who could provide possible information about the girl's disappearance. Further, law enforcement sources told the news outlet that police are struggling with the language barrier and are seeking an interpreter to better communicate with the girl's mother. You mean they don't got people there that speak Spanish? I guess she's Spanish. Let's look at the name again. Lena Sardar Kill. I guess that's Spanish name. So Lena is described as 4 feet tall, 55 pounds, dark shoulder-length hair that was in a ponytail when she disappeared. She was last seen wearing a red dress, black shoes, and a black jacket. Anyone with information is urged to contact the San Antonio Police Department Missing Persons Unit at 210-207-7660. I'm wondering if they have any cameras there. She was last seen at a playground in San Antonio. Okay. The playground is at an apartment complex. So I'm just wondering if there's any cameras there at the apartment complex. And I'm not blaming the mother, but this day and time, you can't leave for a second a kid at a playground and run into your apartment or go to your car or anything. It's just not safe to do it because things can happen just like that in the snap of a finger. Let's pray that they find her safe and sound. And I pray the mother's telling the truth. I'm always suspicious. I can't help it. I'm not accusing the mother, but I'm just always suspicious of the parents when these kids go missing. Not saying that she did anything. Someone could have abducted little Lena. I like that name. Okay. We'll just have to keep following that and just pray that they find her safe and sound. Here it is Christmas, and here she is gone. I can't imagine what her mother's going through. I mean, what would you do if your child just vanished like that? Honestly, I can't say how I would react. They would probably have to sedate me. I don't even know if I'd be able to get out and look for my own child. My nerves would be so bad. I'm just a nervous person. I can't take a lot. I break down. And I just can't function when I get like that. Um, anyways, let's pray. It would kill me too. Cece, I'm available for a morning stream Christmas Eve Friday if that works for you. That might be better for me since I'm off work. Hey, let's do it then, Mike. Let's do it then. Friday, Christmas Eve. That would be a good time to do the John Benet Ramsey case. Didn't she? They found her missing what? The 25th when they woke up? Right? I can't believe it's been 25 years. Often when I think about the John Benet Ramsey case, I think, wonder what she would have looked like as a grown adult. Beautiful, of course. She was beautiful as a child without all of her glam stuff for the pageants on. She was just a pretty little girl. Honestly, I don't think any strangers came in and abducted John Benet. I really don't. All I'll say is very suspicious of Burke. There could have been an accident and a cover up, maybe. Maybe. But we'll save that for our Friday stream. Let's see what else is going on. Here's something Jennifer Doulos. Search for Connecticut Mama 5 turns to park near where SUV was found. They've searched Waverly Park a million times, right? Let's screen share this. Oh my gosh, guys, it's almost the 1-year anniversary of Orrin and Orson West disappearing, aka Sincere and Classic. That was their names before they were adopted. Sincere and Classic. I wonder what's going on with that. Okay. Connecticut State Police arrived at New Canaan Monday to conduct another search for missing mother of 5, Jennifer Doulos. According to the Stanford Advocate, investigators focused on a plot of land by Waverly Park. The outlet reports that Doulos' SUV was found near the area after her disappearance in May 2019. Yeah, because Fotis Doulos drove it there and abandoned it. New Canaan police said the latest search was standard procedure. It's unclear whether any evidence was found at the park. I doubt it was standard procedure, even though the police are saying that, because they searched that park high and dry and didn't find anything. They must have got some kind of tip to go back to like a certain part of that park, maybe. Something led them back there. Connecticut State Police major crimes detectives and canines are there as standard investigative effort out of an abundance of caution. Brian Foley, the aide to Department of Emergency Management and Public Protection Commissioner James Rovella said. Jennifer Doulos was last seen 8 a.m. on May 24, 2019, while dropping her children off at the New Canaan Country School in the prominent New Canaan community. Police later found her vehicle, a black 2017 Chevrolet Suburban, parked off of Lampin Road. A cleaning service arrived at her home at noon, but Jennifer was not there. Well, it wasn't a cleaning service. It was Jennifer's longtime maid and nanny. Jennifer also missed several appointments that day, including one at 11 a.m. and one at 1 p.m. Since she vanished, she has not used her cell phone or credit cards. Search teams scoured through wooded areas by Jennifer's home, as well as the 300-acre park, bodies of water, and I just want to say bodies of water in multiple states, and a cornfield. Authorities also spent days searching a large dump facility and scouring Fotis Doulos' property in Farmington. Jennifer's estranged husband, Fotis Doulos, and former girlfriend, Michelle Triconis, were arrested June 2019 after authorities said the pair tampered with evidence in connection to Jennifer's disappearance. According to the arrest affidavit, investigators found, in part, bags of blood-stained clothing, sponges that Doulos allegedly dropped into trash cans at businesses in Connecticut, and he was caught on surveillance camera doing that. Stains of blood on Jennifer's garage floor. Blood spatter in numerous areas of Jennifer's home. Fotis' DNA mixed in with Jennifer's blood on her kitchen faucet. Obvious attempts to clean up the scene. Altered Connecticut license plates that belonged to Fotis Doulos. Security footage of Fotis driving his Ford pickup to various locations, dropping trash bags into different public trash receptacles. Security footage of Michelle Triconis leaning out the passenger seat of the Ford pickup and either placing something on the ground or picking up an item. Blood DNA that matched to Jennifer inside of Yemeni's truck. I can't pronounce that guy's name, but he worked for Fotis. Fotis actually borrowed that guy's truck that day, which was really weird. January 2020, Fotis Doulos took his own life. On the morning he was scheduled to appear for court in connection with violating his house arrest rules. At the time of his death, Fotis had been charged with murder, kidnapping, and related charges for his estranged wife's disappearance and presumed death. Investigators accused Fotis of lying in wait for Jennifer to come home on the morning she vanished, then attacked her inside the residence. Security footage captured her walking into her New Canaan home at around 8:30 a.m. that morning. Authorities noted that Jennifer's SUV left her residence at some point afterward that day, but they think Fotis was behind the wheel. Yeah, because he rode his antique bicycle there. He had this antique bicycle that he brought over from Greece, one of them fancy bicycles. a bicycle like that and a man on it was spotted in Jennifer's neighborhood. So evidently, he rode that bicycle to the crime scene. They could never find that bicycle or locate it. Right? What I think he did is he loaded up that bicycle into Jennifer's SUV along with her body and went and discarded them somewhere. Her body and the bicycle. I don't think she's in that Waverly Park at all. He just dropped off that vehicle real quick there to make it look like she parked it there. Now, his lawyer, dumbass Norm Pattis, even though Fotis is dead, actually, you pronounce his name Fotis. He wanted Fotis's estate to take his place during the murder trial, but the judge said no. So all the charges against Fotis were dropped. But Michelle, she's still charged with conspiracy to commit murder and a bunch more stuff. This was his girlfriend, the gal pal was his girlfriend. Also, his lawyer slash friend, Kent Malwini, he's been arrested for the same things as Michelle. And they will be going to trial soon. I'm not sure when that trial's going to start, though. Okay, let's look at the chat. Did you hear about missing 5-year-old boy Michael Vaughn from Fruitland, Idaho? I wonder how you pronounce his last name, Hibiscus. Is it Vaughn? Is that how you say it? Mike, Friday morning is. Just let me know what time you're thinking. Okay, well, whatever time is good for you, let me know, Mike. And I'll set it up. He's got his judgment coming. Oh, I'd say, I shouldn't say this, but I'd say old Fotis is already down in hell getting a pitchfork rammed in his butt every day by the devil. That's what I think. Michelle's right behind him. She's going to be convicted. She knew he was going to kill Jennifer. They had alibi scripts wrote out and everything that they found in Fotis's office. Now, Michelle claimed, oh, his lawyer told us to write down everything we done that day. Bull crap. And Kent Malwini, Henny, however you say his name, he was in on this too. It just so happened when they wanted Kent's phone, he said he fell down the stairs and busted it. They all sat around and planned to kill Jennifer. They was going to kill Kent's wife too. Kent's estranged wife. He was charged with raping her after they split up. But Fotis didn't know her from a damn hill of beans and was trying to lure that woman to his house so that her and Kent could reunite. And that lady was smart enough to say no. No, I'm not meeting with anyone to talk about Kent unless my attorney's present. I believe they planned to kill both of their estranged wives. And they got caught. 9:30, 10, which is ever best for you. Probably 10 is better for me. By then, I should have all the dogs outside and fed and have Smokey situated. So 10 a.m. Friday morning, right? We'll do it. I'll set it up when I get off here. I need to make the thumbnail, though, first. Okay. Let's pray that they find Jennifer's body. I followed this case since it first hit the news. Everything about it. Of course, I forgot some things, but I've got the arrest affidavits and everything in my Google Drive. This case really means a lot to me. I don't know why. You just know how some cases just get to you and they just grab your heart and stuff, and you're just so intrigued by them and interested. That's the way the Doulos case is to me. I want them to find Jennifer's body so that her family can give her a proper burial. Can't imagine what her 5 kids has went through. Their mother disappeared without a trace. Their father was accused of murdering their mother, and then he committed suicide. Now, the kids are living with Jennifer's mother, who is Gloria Farber, who is a very, very rich woman in New York City. Her husband's name was Hillard Farber. I believe they own some kind of bank or something like that. But I believe Liz Claiborne's her aunt, if I'm not mistaken. Somebody can correct me if I'm wrong. Pretty sure Liz Claiborne is Jennifer Doulos' aunt. Let me look it up. Aunt, however you want to say it. I say aunt. I'm from the country. Let me see. Liz Claiborne. Yeah. Let me see. Yeah, Elizabeth Claiborne is her aunt. Yeah. Y'all know the Liz Claiborne clothes and all that? Yeah. She's from a very rich family, but she was a very, very sweet woman. And she didn't act like one of them uppity up, born with a silver spoon in their mouth people. No. Jennifer was a very loving, nice lady. Oh, thank you, Sapphire. Thank you. And these people need voices. And you know what? I know I don't got like a big audience, but the way I look at least some people listen to it and get to hear it because, and maybe there's like one or two people that listen to me that maybe didn't know about this case. I just like sharing the word. Uh-oh. Police. Johnson City man choked woman. 10-year-old girl struck by glass. There's all kinds of violence going on down there in Kingsport, Tennessee, and Johnson City, which is not far from here. You wouldn't believe the murders and rapes that goes on down there. Hold on a minute. Let's see what else is going on. I want to read about this Utah student. Okay. There's a video. We'll watch it. Gosh, I'd be afraid to send my kid off to college. All these weirdos around. Let's see what this is about. Utah college student found naked, buried in coal at alleged kidnapper's house. Update. Well, let's watch this, see what it says. I might not have to read everything, hopefully. Oh, crap. Okay, she's leaving. What's she doing? Taking out a bag of trash? Okay, let's see what's going on with that. Utah man is behind bars after a missing college student was found alive Saturday night, allegedly inside his is it Loa residence? Madeline Allen, 19, was reported missing from Snow College in Ephraim on Monday night, sparking a search that eventually included the FBI. On Saturday night, school officials and Allen's family announced that she had been found. According to a probable cause affidavit released Monday, 39-year-old Brent Brown was arrested, charged with aggravated kidnapping, object rape, obstruction of justice. Brown is also accused of tying Allen up and throwing away her phone. Police say Brown and Allen met in a Kik messaging app group chat. I think it says that. Maybe it's Kik. Brown then made arrangements to pick the victim up in his truck. Security footage from Snow College showed Allen leaving her dorm on December 13th, around 9:20 p.m., wearing a white coat, a skirt, and flats. The following morning, around 7:15 a.m., Allen's parents received a message from her phone reading, "I love you." The message was concerning to the parents, according to ABC4. They went to a local Verizon store to get the location information on the text message. The store traced the text message to Loa, I don't know how you say that, Utah. After police obtained the location information, they narrowed their search down to a home off of Main Street, where Brown lived. Brown answered the door, said no one was at home, but officers noticed a female peering out of a basement window. Brown said the home belonged to his parents and refused to allow officers to search the residence. Brown's parents later gave police permission to perform the search. As they entered the home, the officers immediately noticed a Snow College identification card. They also found 3 knives and a gun on Brown, according to the probable cause affidavit. Allen was located in a coal storage area of the home, completely naked, covered with coal. Allen told police that Brown abducted her, stole her phone and wallet. She added that he had kept her in the home for days and threatened to kill her and her family if she told anyone. Brown repeatedly said that Allen came over voluntarily, participated in consensual sexual role play that involved a fake kidnapping scene, which is why he took away her phone and ID. He added that he met Allen in a chat room about slave domination fetishes. What a freaking sicko. Anybody that participates in something like that, which this young lady didn't, she was obviously kidnapped. But these people that want to be dominated and whipped with stuff and act like they're being kidnapped and raped. They got some serious damn problems. They're freaking nuts. I'm sorry. Allen said he did meet Brown online, but once they arrived at his home, he demanded her strip naked against her will. He then allegedly raped her numerous times despite her protests, even choking her at one point. We do not have a lot of information about him. Snow College Police Chief Derek Walk said at Sunday's news conference. We met him for the first time that night. We don't know how extensive his relationship or her knowledge of him is thus far. Walk added that Allen was taken to a hospital for evaluation, but has since been reunited with her family. So it looks like she met him consensually. She went out with him, went to his house. But once he got there, he went freaking nuts on her. Crazy. Made her strip down, raped her. Evidently, he raped her with some kind of object. Oh my gosh. I hate to even say that. What a sicko. Let's see if we can watch this. We're not going to watch the whole 21 minutes, but just see what they say.
Of course, Derek Walk, Chief Walk, will also be speaking to us. So the outline of the conference will go as follows. We'll have a statement by Chief Walk, and he'll take a few questions. Then the family will make some.
Important to the media, we especially appreciate your help in sharing Madeline's picture and story. This has been helpful to increase the awareness and interest in this case. We are grateful to announce that Madeline Allen has been found and reunited with her family. Our investigative team has spent countless hours following leads, utilizing investigative tools, interviewing others, and analyzing data. That focus, dedicated, selfless, hard work of multiple law enforcement officers paid off last night when Madeline was located. Madeline was taken to a nearby hospital for an examination, after which she was able to interact with her family. One person, Brent Brown, a 39-year-old male from Utah, has been taken into custody. I'll now take a few questions at this time. So we don't have a lot of information about him. We met him for the first time last night, and we don't know how extensive his relationship or her knowledge of him is thus far.
So was she taken against her will?
This is an ongoing investigation, and there's certain aspects that we're still digging into and trying to understand fully.
Did they appear to know each other before this?
That's something that, like I said to her question, we're still trying to figure out.
And when and where was Maddie found?
She was found in a house in Wayne County that was at the present time being occupied by Brent Brown.
And how did you guys go about locating her
So we found her through a lot of hard work, dedication, and digging into facts and leads that we discovered as we were investigating this case. And we did a fair amount of door knocking as well to help locate her.
Will it be in charges?
Yes, sorry. He has been booked into jail and has been charged with obstruction of justice, but other charges are pending. All right, I will turn the time over to the family.
We won't listen to the whole thing, just a little
Good
bit.
afternoon. It is striking how different our hearts have felt ever since our dear Maddie was found last evening. We are overjoyed and relieved that she is safe. And while she is now safe, the ordeal that she has been through is dangerous and traumatic. The experience and details and effects of which we've only begun to understand. She is a fighter. She is now a survivor. We are grateful she is with us again so that we can help her heal and recover. Over the past few days, we've been amazed at the tireless, world-class efforts that have gone into the investigation regarding Maddie's disappearance. Led by Chief Walk, the team of local, state, and federal agencies has gone to extraordinary lengths to include us in the effort, listening to the family's concerns and ideas throughout the process. There was much that they understandably could not share, but they did share everything they could to help us understand. They did everything they could to help us understand their efforts. Throughout it all, they have exhibited extraordinary empathy and concern for all of us, and an ironclad commitment to finding and rescuing Maddie. As we have become aware of some of the details that Chief Walk just shared with you about those efforts and the expertise that went into her rescue, our appreciation and admiration for these law enforcement professionals has only grown. While we clearly do not know all the details, a few things are abundantly clear. This has been an exceptional investigative effort, one that was exhaustive, deliberate, and methodical. Through the extraordinary skill and leadership of Chief Walk and President Cook, local authorities reached out to access and incorporate additional resources and capabilities throughout the process, while ensuring the entire effort was carefully coordinated.
I spit it out.
Doing this
Mike.
with dozens of individuals from many local, state, and federal agencies is no small feat. All of these individuals, including many who have worked anonymously behind the scenes, should feel immense pride in their work. The service they and their counterparts around the state and country provide is essential to the well-being and safety of every community. We are extraordinarily grateful for their commitment and their service. As a family, we are similarly indebted to the leadership at Snow College, including President Snow, Marcy Larson, Carson Howell, Mike Daniels, and many, many more. They have gone out of their way to sustain, embrace, and host our family. They have given their time, accommodations, resources, and so much more. We feel that they have become like family to us, and we are grateful to be included in their community. We've been overwhelmed by the astonishing support we have received, both directly and online. Hundreds of thousands of people have expressed their love and concern, fueling the outreach that aided in this effort. They come from every corner of Utah and far beyond, from the US to Europe, Africa to the Middle East. We have depended on your love and examples, even as we know many of you face your own struggles and suffering. Finally, I want to take the liberty of sharing a personal perspective about Jonathan and Tanya, something they are very reticent to have me do. They have both suffered and soared in this traumatic experience. It is difficult to imagine a more harrowing experience as a parent. As an uncle and a friend, this has been devastating to me and to all of us. But true to who they are, Jonathan and Tanya have not just suffered through this experience, they've done it in the most honorable, inspiring way possible. From the beginning, they focused first, of course, on finding Maddie, but they emphasized repeatedly how important it was to do this with true love, unity, and faith, regardless of the outcome. They have long been my heroes and exemplars, and I think I speak on behalf of the entire family and many, many more when I say that they are exactly who we would like to become as parents, friends, and disciples. Now, as we go forward, it is with an intense mix of emotions that Jonathan and Tanya and their children and all of us are experiencing. We are still in shock at all that has happened. We are exhausted, we are elated, we are relieved, and we are worried about the long road that lies ahead. But most of all, and most importantly, we are so very, very grateful. At this time, the family will not be taking any questions. However, Jonathan and Tanya would like to share some of their thoughts and feelings.
So this is the
Thanks, Jacob.
parents.
Chief, thank you. Thanks to everyone. We've decided this afternoon to really just speak more from our hearts, and we appreciate your patience as we try to articulate some of the feelings that we have. You can imagine, perhaps, the roller coaster of emotions that we've felt over the last few days. You can imagine how we must have felt early in the week when we heard of her disappearance, and how we must have felt in our minds as we started to try to imagine what could have possibly happened to her. you can also imagine how we must have felt when the chief called me last night. We in our minds had a mindset that was a much longer road. And yet we got the phone and he called, as he had done many times. And he said, I have her. And we dropped to our knees. We were so grateful, elated. Couldn't describe the feelings that we had as we embraced each other and everybody that was with us and working so hard. I think this experience is probably not unlike what many of you out there are facing as well. And I think also, as you think about the community, the inhumanity that we've seen and experienced or imagined, as well as the immense depth of goodness and hope and solidarity and unity that has happened, not just within our families, but also across the entire community in the state and elsewhere as well. We, as we've thought about this, we've just been amazed to think about a testament to the faith of the community that this has been, and the depth of goodness and kindness and selflessness and sincerity that's happened. And for that reason, we are just so grateful and overjoyed. We hope that this is an opportunity for all of us to reflect on the unity that can come when we pull together and focus on a singular objective that is good. And no better time than right now during the Christmas season to think about the hope that can come to so many people who are also out there suffering. And we know this. We know that this has been a very public and visible event and outcome. But there are many out there who are also suffering in a very private way. And what I would hope is that we can use this as an opportunity to continue to harness that incredible energy and to move that into places where we can help and serve and love and lift and bless others, both in public and private spaces. But again, we're just overjoyed and so grateful for the blessing of having her and beginning the long road to recovery.
Yeah, just from the heart of a mother, I express my gratitude to you, to each and every one of you, for the hard work and dedication. From our end, it's amazing to see this army that has surrounded us with law enforcement, with friends and family, community. Those here at Snow College have been amazing. We thank you. The many others back in our community back home and the family back home have been watching out for our other children. We thank you for your love. And like Jonathan said, the incredible amount of unity that has been shown. We are so excited to have our Maddie home. We love her so much. And she has been such a light and a joy in our lives. And we are so grateful that we can continue our lives together with her. And it took the effort of so many, and we're so grateful. And we love you. And we pray for our sweet Maddie as she moves forward, that she can find hope and happiness and joy in her future. Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, guys, that about made me cry. That's a Christmas miracle. I am so glad that they found her. I mean, she's got a long road ahead of her, but at least she's not dead. A lot of these cases do not turn out like this. Most of the time when a young woman or a child goes missing, it's a bad outcome. They find them deceased. So thank God that they found her safe and sound, even though she's been through hell. He must have had her locked in a room where they store coal at, coal for a fire. What a weirdo. Now, I'm just wondering, was she talking to him on this app? Maybe he sweet talked her into going riding around with him, going to his house, and then he went crazy on her. Or he could have just simply abducted her when she went outside. Who knows? Hopefully they'll put out some more details about this. I'm just so glad that they found her. Truly a Christmas miracle. I wish that they could find Summer Wells or what happened to her. I've been thinking about her a lot, guys. She's been gone since what, June? Now it's Christmas. How long's it been? 6 months? I don't think there's going to be a good outcome with this case. I could be wrong. Look at the Jamie Kloss case. Her parents was murdered. I actually thought someone had took her and murdered her But no, she was found under that weirdo's bed. He had been hiding her under his bed for freaking months and months. Goodness. No, they were. That's what I thought. That's what I thought. It said that they were talking to each other through that kike app or whatever the hell you call it. He probably catfished her. He's like, what did it say? 39 years old? Something like that. She's in college. I bet he catfished her. Maybe. Who knows? You cannot trust these people that you meet on the internet. Please, y'all. Do not go out with these people you meet on dating apps or any kind of app. They will fill you full of crap. They will make themselves look like they're just the best person in the world. And really, they're freaking psychos. A lot of them are. If she's alive, she will be scarred for life. Well, she's alive, and evidently he raped her, and it said rape with an object. So, oh gosh, I don't even want to say. So he definitely raped her. She's going to have a long, long road to recovery. She looks like she's got a good family support system. She will be able to get through this, and this will make her stronger. Probably catfished for sure. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. Let's see. Let's see what else is going on in true crime. Let's pray for her. I'm so glad they found her safe and sound. She's back with her family for Christmas. Let's see what else is going on. I'm just going to scroll through the true crime. Let's see. Oh, let's see. Let's talk about this Noth. This, what's his name? Chris Noth from Sex in the City. They got another article about him. He's been accused of sexual assault by 2 different women. I used to think he was so good looking on the Sex in the City show. I never did watch it a lot. I'd catch an episode here and there. It just, I don't know. Shows like that are just not my cup of tea. CBS dumps Chris Noth from the Equalizer over sexual assault allegations. Damn, he damn sure ain't good looking no more. Okay, so Chris Noth facing increasing allegations sexual assault's been dropped from the CBS drama The Equalizer. I didn't even know about that show. The show's producer said Monday. Chris will no longer film additional episodes of The Equalizer effective immediately. A statement from CBS and Universal Television said. The producer said that Chris, age 67, will appear in one further episode of the show, which is currently on a mid-season break that has already been filmed. Chris played the former CIA handler and friend of star Queen Latifah's character, Robin McCall, in the series. I love Queen Latifah. The show is set to resume January 2nd. 3 women have leveled allegations of sexual assault against the actor who appeared in Sex in the City and the 2021 reboot, and just like that, dying of a heart attack in the first episode. The incidents happened in 2004, 2010, and 2015. Chris has denied them. He said the first 2 incidents reported by the Hollywood Reporter were consensual, and he has no idea who this woman is about the latest allegation, reported by the Daily Beast. Nevertheless, his agent's A3 Artist Agency dropped him from its clients list, and Peloton, which filmed an ad with the actor after his appearance in And Just Like That, pulled the ad from its social media channels. I'm wondering if this is true. I'm not going to call the women liars because you never know. I mean, can you imagine if you were sexually assaulted by a big actor? Can you imagine trying to come out and tell your story and accuse them and go to the police? that maybe they felt like nobody would believe them because, he's such a big star. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I do side-eye these people that come out years later and accuse these stars because I'm like, why wait so long? Are they after money? But this one woman who accused Chris, I read the other day, she actually called one of her friends after it happened. She was distraught. She went to the hospital. She done a what they call a rape kit, and she was sexually assaulted. Whether Chris Noth did it, I don't know, but she was sexually assaulted according to the doctors. RNA, me too. Yeah, I hate to come out and say, "Oh, somebody's lying about being sexually assaulted," because I don't know if they are or not. I don't know if they're lying or not, but it does make you kind of side eye them a little bit. But the woman who accused him and actually went to the doctor, there's something to that. Someone raped her. Me too, CC. It's always 50-50 thing. They're either telling the truth or they're just out to ruin someone's career. Do y'all ever watch that show? What's it called? Alaskan Bush People. It's a reality television show about this family who lived out in the Alaskan bush and roughed it. Anyways, one of their sons on that show, he allegedly sexually assaulted one of the producers in a swimming pool. Another lady that worked for a television station came out there, saw it, and he raped her too. And he, as far as I know, he was never charged with it. But I do know that he is no longer on that show. I'm trying to think of which one it was. It wasn't Bear. It's the eldest one, I believe, Matt. Matt Brown is his name. He was never charged with it. Let me look that up real quick. Now, their dad just died a while back. I used to watch that show till I figured out it was bogus. Let me see. Matt Brown, Alaskan Bush People. Let's see. I'm trying to find it. Let me punch in something right. See if that helps me. Alaskan Bush People's Matt Brown resurfaced and claims there's so many. Hold on. What happened to Matt Brown after 2 sexual assault allegations? This is what I'm looking for. Matt Brown of Alaskan Bush People fame was accused of 2 sexual assaults and seemingly disappeared. Now fans would like to know what happened to him. As it turns out, the eldest son walked away from the spotlight to live a quieter lifestyle. Yeah, after he was accused of raping 2 producers. Let me see if it says anything. Matt was accused of rape only 2 days apart from each victim. The family has always presented themselves as clean, wholesome family. But Matt has always struggled with demons, especially when he has a drink. Screen Rant reported that Matt has been living in California since the charges were brought up. He's living alone in the Golden State after 2 stints in rehab for alcohol addiction. He's also been on a social media hiatus, staying quiet since August. Okay. The charges were filed against the Discovery personality back in 2018, around the same time he checked himself back into rehab for the second time. Both said the star had been drinking heavily. The 2 women reported the crimes to the LAPD's Tonga division, and the case was handed over to the DA, but he declined to prosecute. Matt is no longer a part of the show and most likely will never return due to the charges brought against him. Even 2 of his brothers did not speak with him after talking to his victims. The Alaskan Bush People star will be on his own for quite some time. Yeah, See, the one woman walked out there and caught Matt sexually assaulting that woman in the swimming pool. And then he sexually assaulted her, the woman that caught him. It's crazy, y'all. I knew one of the last times I saw him on that show, you know, he had went off to rehab because he is an alcoholic. Look at Michael Vaughn. Okay, Hibiscus. Let me look that up real quick. I need to figure out how to pronounce that name. Let me look it up since we're just sitting here chit-chatting. Okay, missing. Last article 5 days ago. Let me click on this article and share it to my Discord. That way I can share it with everybody. I've heard this name. Okay, let me get in Discord and pull it up. Oh, no, I hear you, Bubba. Come on, sweetie. One second. Mommy will get you. Let me pull something up here. Smokey has not been coming back to this room when I'm back here, you know, at my desk and stuff. He hasn't done that in months. He used to do it all the time. Now he started back doing it since we have took him off that seizure medication. He is, you know, he's more active and stuff. He's still drinking a lot of water though. Okay, let me get Smokey and I'll be right back. Hey, Bubba. Mommy's right here. Yeah, sweet pea. Sit down right here, baby. Sit down right here. I hope he's not wanting to go OUT. He might. Okay, let's play this. Let me.
It's been nearly 5 months since little Michael Vaughn, a 5-year-old boy
Vaughn
from Fruitland, was first reported missing.
Search efforts and investigations into where he could be, might be, continue.
Tonight, his mother, speaking to us tonight, believes her son was abducted and is asking that he will be returned safely home.
She sat down with our Tristan Lewis for the first time. And Tristan, you've been on this story since it first back in the summer, and she says she is not giving up hope.
Yeah, Mark and Kim, Michael's mother, Brandy Neal, says pure panic and fear is what went through her mind when she found out Michael was missing. And while she and her family are working to be more present, there is not a moment that goes by she does not think of him.
The detective and the captain brought this over yesterday.
Generosity is something Brandy Neal and her family have seen a lot of in the past few months.
We always put the Christmas tree up as a family and decorate it together. It's always something we do. And talking with the older kids day before yesterday, we weren't going to put it up this year.
A donated Christmas tree from Fruitland High School students on Tuesday, decorated with ornaments, another act of kindness from a community shaken by the disappearance.
And so this was a blessing.
A blessing, but what she is really looking for is a clue to what happened to her son.
I don't even know how to explain how you do it every day, how you keep going, but you can't give up. You have to try.
Michael Vaughn has been reported missing since July 27th. Brandy was at her job that day, and Michael's father, Tyler Vaughn, was watching the kids. She was scheduled to work until 9 that night. She got a call at 7:04 p.m.
Tyler said he couldn't find Michael. He was screaming for him, and I could hear the fear in his voice, and I froze at the moment. My coworker saw me and it's like, go. And I ran, I grabbed my purse and I drove as fast as I could here.
Pulling into her neighborhood that night, She saw police and neighbors everywhere shouting and searching for Michael.
It's a blur because it was all so much, but there were people still out in the fields at 4 o'clock in the morning, community members, because we didn't leave outside for months.
Although Brandy describes Michael as a friendly and curious boy, she says he rarely wandered off outside by himself. And the few times he did, it was never farther than the end of their street.
The feeling was that he may have wandered, but I didn't believe that.
Today, what do you think?
I believe my son has been abducted. I believe somebody took him.
Not a second goes by Brandy does not think about Michael. Even those few moments she's enjoying time with her family or watching her other kids' activities at school, she said she feels some guilt.
There was some jokes made, and I got very emotional. And my beautiful daughter, Mama, it's okay not to live in sadness all the time. Like, she told me that she's like, it's not good for us to live in sadness all the time. And she's right. And she said, it's not that you're not thinking about him, and we're not thinking about him, but we got to try, Mama. I said, okay.
While she tries to live in the present more, her desire to find Michael stays just as strong. She continues to ask everyone to continue to share Michael's story.
Because somebody has to know something. Somebody has to have seen something. And you just try to keep pushing forward.
Brandy and her family thank everyone who has been there for them throughout the past few months, and she says they continue working with the Fruitland Police Department, who, she says, at this time has become more like family to her. And Mark and Kim, getting Michael's name and picture out there nationwide is what she's working to accomplish. Anyone with any information, again, is asked to contact the Fruitland Police Department.
It's heartbreaking. And I know so many people right now are praying to give her strength and her family strength as she's going through this. It's just so difficult to hear.
Unthinkable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tristan.
Nobody's going to give up hope for sure.
Tristan, thank you.
I could see the pain in the mother's eyes. I could hear it in her voice. So what is the circumstances? So the dad, boyfriend, whatever, I guess it's the dad, was watching the kids. She was at work. And then just all of a sudden he couldn't find little Michael. Someone had to have abducted him. Now, I definitely don't think the mother is involved. I mean, you could hear the pain in her voice and see it in her eyes. Plus, she was at work. Now, the dad, I'm not so sure. Hey, profile and manipulation. So glad you're here. I thought her older kids were watching. See, I don't know a lot about this case. Let me see if I can find something else. Hold on. I actually know people here by that name, but I didn't know if it was pronounced the same as theirs. Who is missing Michael Vaughn, 5 years old, from, where does it say, Fruitland, Idaho? So he went missing the evening, Tuesday, July 27th, 2021. Okay. Went missing from his neighborhood the evening of Tuesday, July 27th, 2021. Investigators and locals have searched ever since for Michael, who's described 43 inches tall, weighing 50 pounds. His nickname is Monkey. He has blonde hair, blue eyes. What are officials saying? Michael was last seen around his home 6:30 p.m. near his home, southwest 9th Street. He was wearing a light blue Minecraft shirt, dark blue or black boxer briefs that had a green stripe, and flip-flop sandals. Chief J.D. Hudd said in a statement, To begin with, we are just beyond the week mark in our search for our missing endangered 5-year-old, Michael Joseph Vaught. I have to tell you that I spent my entire childhood in the neighborhood where Michael went missing. My children are growing up here. My law enforcement partners are mothers, fathers, aunts, uncles, or friends of children just like Michael. We are all in and we are committed to finding Michael. The first missing and endangered child alert went out at 8:20 p.m. with 4 different alerts to emails, phone calls, and text messages being issued to area residents up until 11:20 p.m. that night. Michael's image and information went out to nationwide law enforcement database known as NCIC, which is the National Crime Information Center. Authorities provided different contacts for anyone that has any information regarding the case. Fruitland PD 208-452-3001. Payetta County Sheriff's Office 208-642-6006 extension 0. Or you can go to findmichael@fruitland.org. Anyone who wishes to remain anonymous can reach Crime Stoppers of Southwest Idaho. What did the missing boy's family say? During a press conference, Michael's parents addressed the community. Okay, his mother said, I just want to thank the community, all the law enforcement agencies that's been tirelessly looking for him. Anybody with information, please contact the Fruitland PD. We just want our monkey home. We just miss our baby and want him home. On Friday, August 6, 2021, dozens of motorcycle riders gathered at Fruitland Community Park to pray for Michael to be found. Riders decorate their motorcycles with blue ribbons representing Michael's favorite color. Okay. Brooke Curtis, one of the organizers for the motorcycle ride, said, we put together a motorcycle ride tonight for awareness and support for Michael's family. He is also known as Monkey. So basically, he was just at home, the dad watching him. He's outside and he just disappears. Some weirdo could have come by and just took him. He could be right there in the neighborhood, guys. Who knows? I mean, that happens all the time. A kid will go missing and it's some weirdo next door. I've watched several cases like that. Well, yeah, he's been missing since the summer. Vanished without a trace like summer. Nothing so frustrating and horrific. Yeah. At least his parents aren't making fools out of themselves all over social media like the Wells have. Going on live stream after live stream. Rocky Renee, late, but I'm back. Hey, it's better late than never, girlfriend. I'll give you a late slip. I haven't gave one of those in a long time. Let's pray that they find Michael safe and sound or find out what happened to him. His mother broke my heart. I could just hear it in her voice. I could see it in her eyes. She didn't even want to put up a Christmas tree. Something else she said that stuck out to me. She feels guilty for enjoying time with her other kids or watching them do things at school and stuff. She feels guilty about that because Michael's not there. That broke my heart. No problem, Hibiscus. I'm going to keep following this. I saw his name. I saw other people covering it. I've been so distracted and stuff. So I never did check into it, but I'm glad you mentioned that. We definitely got to keep following that. Something else I want to look up. Orrin and Orson West. Almost been a year. Probably has been a year. What day was they reported missing? Like right before Christmas. Okay, here's something an hour ago about them. Community still seeks clues into the disappearance of Orrin and Orson West. 1 year later, the community is still seeking. I just read that. Let's see. That's all it says about them. Okay. I hate click on Yahoo and it's got like one freaking sentence. Okay, so they had a toy drive underway to honor the missing Cal City boys. So here's an update. It was 6 days ago, but here's an update from Bakersfield PD. Maybe I'll just play the video after the ad gets done instead of reading all this. Because usually the video says exactly what's in the article. I can't believe like it's been a year already. I've not seen any updates about this case in almost a freaking year. So anybody that's not familiar, these two brothers, their real names is Classic and Sincere. They was adopted by the West family. They disappeared. They was reported missing like around Christmas last year, like right before Christmas. The adoptive parents said that the boys were in the backyard and wandered out into like this little, wandered out of the yard somewhere. They searched like the desert, looked like a desert to me, surrounding the house. They never did find hair or tail of them, as my granny says. Let's see. What's this saying?
And Jacqueline West reported the 3 and 4-year-old.
Hold on.
And here at
Let me screen share this. Because it's been so long, I may have got some of my info wrong. So let's just listen to this. They done something, these two boys. I don't care what they say.
home, it's been nearly a year since authorities and volunteers began searching for 2 young boys, Orrin and Orson West, in California City. Bakersfield police officials releasing an update on the case this week. The department says since June, they've executed 4 more search warrants, interviewed 33 more people, conducted 11 more mass area searches, and 4 out-of-state searches.
Over 170 items have also been collected since BPD announced they were taking over the investigation in March. Foster parents Trezell and Jacqueline West reported the 3 and 4-year-old had disappeared from their California City residence last December. They say the boys went missing from the backyard while the adoptive father was gathering firewood. The family of 8 moved to the town in September of 2020 from Bakersfield, but neighbors say they never saw any of the 6 children outside.
That there were never any children back there, and we're home 98% of the time. They didn't even have any animals there. If they had animals in that house, they weren't in the backyard either.
23 ABC is taking a look back at the case and investigations over the past year. We speak with neighbors, a private investigator, law enforcement, and family members. Our special edition airs Tuesday, December 21st at 7 p.m. That day will mark 1 year since Orson and Orrin West were reported missing.
Now, Trezell said he was out gathering firewood. Here's the thing, guys. None of that wood around there would burn. According to like a guy that like lives down the road, like that sells firewood and stuff, those little twigs and stuff would not burn. Debbie says it was the 21st. I believe those boys had been gone for a long time, but Christmas was coming up. Is the reason they reported them missing. They knew people was going to be wanting to see them for Christmas. I do remember something else from this case. They lived at an apartment complex before they moved to Bakersfield, I believe. And the neighbors there said those kids never went to the park or anything. They had this nice little park set up at the apartment complex. Them kids wasn't even allowed to go to the park. See, they had some other foster kids that lived with them at that time when they lived at the apartment. And one of the neighbors, which I know this is hearsay, her little boy used to have to go knock on the window to get the attention of the little foster boys that lived there. They couldn't go to the door because Trezell was such an asshole and he wouldn't let them out. They had to sneak and knock on the window. Actually, the little boy told his little friend, neighbor friend, hey, if you want me, come and knock on the window. Don't come to the door. They would actually have to sneak out to play. Now they sent that little boy, and I believe there's another one, back into the foster system. They said they was smoking pot or whatever, couldn't do nothing with them. Everybody in that family adopts kids. Jacqueline's mom, I believe she adopted a little girl, a little boy. They had a party for that because they changed the little girls' names. I think that's wrong. I think if you're going to adopt an older kid, I don't think you should change their first name. Last name, that's a different story, but you shouldn't change their first name. Like Orrin and Orson was classic and sincere. As soon as they adopt them, they change their names. I don't think that's right. They was born with that name. That's their identity, right? That's the way I think about it, at least. Anyways, guys, I guess that's enough crime for this morning. Hopefully after Christmas we're going to get back on schedule. That's what I was telling Mark yesterday. I was like, I've got to get back on schedule with my YouTube. I feel like I've just abandoned everybody. I hope y'all know I've not abandoned you. I've just had a lot going on. Smokey, my smokester, not feeling good. He's feeling a lot better since he's got off the potassium bromide. He's still drinking a lot of water. If he don't stop that in the next couple weeks, they're going to check him for something else. Some kind of diabetes that don't show up like on the little sugar monitor. They have to send it off to see some kind of dog diabetes, but it don't require insulin. It requires a daggone pill. It costs about $130, $150 a month, which is no problem. If he needs it, he will get it. But I'm thinking he's still drinking a lot of water because he's been on potassium bromide for over 6 months, way over 6 months. That stuff is very strong. It's for epileptic seizures, and it takes 4 to 6 weeks to get out of his system. Oh, thank you, Tammy. Thank you. Guys, the last time I done a live stream, I said, hold on, there's a dog scratching at my door. I hear Smokey crying. Well, when I opened the door, Smokey was standing here. That made my freaking year. He used to come back here all the time when I was live streaming. He couldn't stand me locking him out. But the last few months, he hadn't done that at all. So for him to do that the other day, that was just such a blessing. That was just such a big Christmas present to me. Because that shows that he's improving. Hey, they about killed my dog with that damn medicine. That potassium bromide. They really have. They didn't even check his blood to see, if he had too much in his system. And if you look at potassium bromide for dogs, they're supposed to check their blood because that stuff's strong and, adjust the dosage. If I hadn't have adjusted Smokey's dosage to a quarter of that pill a day, he would have been dead by now because he was having every side effect there was. He couldn't stand up good. He was wobbly, walking aimlessly through the house, and just a bunch more things. But thankfully, he's doing a lot better now. I was just so relieved to hear that little dog crying outside my door. I love him better than anything. I really do. He's one of my faves. I tell each and every one of them that you're my favorite. You're the best that ever lived. Yes, praise God. Hopefully Smokey will be around a lot longer. They said his lungs look good. He does have that's what the vet said, a big heart murmur. Guys, they didn't even give him no medicine for it. I don't know if you're supposed to give medicine for that or not. Mark and I are thinking about going to a different vet because we believe we got scammed. That last time we took him to the vet and they said for him to fast that day, vet didn't say anything about having another dog that reacted like that to potassium bromide. He told us on the next visit when we had to take him back in to do his blood work after he fasted. He said that little nurse in there to say, oh, he's only seen this in one other dog. And we thought to ourselves when we talked about it, like, Well, why didn't he mention that to us like on that Thursday when we was there? It was a Thursday or Friday one. Because he needed us to come back and pay more money. That's why. Oh, thank you, Profile Manipulation. You got the cutest dog. I love that little dog. It's so cute. I see it in your videos. If y'all's not subscribed to Profile and Manipulation, y'all should check out her channel because that's exactly what she does. She profiles these narcissistic people. And she does a really, really good job at it. She's really, really intelligent. And like me, she's good at explaining things. So y'all should definitely check her channel out. Anyways, y'all have a good day. Mike, it's all about money with these vets. Yes, and that burns me up. It burns me up because if you're going to work with animals, you should do it because you love animals. And I know they've got to pay for, the machine that spins the blood and their employees and all that. But it's just a big money racket. I swear, it's just a big money racket. Which I'd pay anything for one of my dogs, if they was sick. And they know that. They totally take advantage down there. And another thing I noticed, the rooms are not clean, guys. He's got all this Virginia Tech stuff in this one room, and every bit of it's dusty. Every bit of it's dusty. The only thing I seen them do is come in there and disinfect the table. I won't even let Smokey down in the floor there. I mean, it's not like the floor is dirty. It's just unprofessional there. It's just very unprofessional. Anyways, y'all have a great day. I'll see y'all at 7:30 p.m. I'm going to show y'all some gifts I got from Sapphire, and we're going to play some Christmas trivia. I will share the stream in a community post. It's already set up. We're going to have some fun tonight. Anyways, have a great day. Be safe. Be kind and peace. And as always, thank you for your support. Love you guys. Merry Christmas.